the first video, remember, it was, you want to start a business. We're going to walk you through what needs to be done on the back end side, right? Okay, so congratulations, you have gotten all of that stuff taken care of. But now, the fun stuff, the stuff that everybody wants, and everybody sends you the DMs and they're like, oh my god, hey, that's really cute, where did you get it? I'm gonna tell you, okay, without you having to buy it. So now, when you've gotten all of that stuff taken care of, you want to make sure that you open up accounts with the merchandisers, the vendors, the manufacturers, all those people. So when you look at all of these top brands and a lot of the Instagram boutiques, you're like, damn, where did they get that stuff from? Oh, well, I'm about to tell you. So, okay. Please remember this though. It takes time to research all of these places. And we don't have that type time. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do the foot traffic because I've spent hours on my own trying to figure out where everything is from and different types of sourcing. So I'm gonna also leave that part up to you because Lorna's Closet, can't do everything for you, or else she needs to cut Lorna's Closet the check. So now it's 3 top they're not even fashion brands, they're fashion houses, so to speak, because they house all the vendors. That's how we're going to use it in that term. So you have Orange Shine, like orange the fruit, shine like the sun. They are a platform that hosts thousands of manufacturers, vendors, wholesalers, you name it, they are there. Orange Shine is a platform that you have to be registered for it, and which means all of the fancy legal stuff that I told you you need for these sites. You can't just say, hey girl, you should let me in because I'm cool. They don't care about that. They love legal paperwork, okay? So you have Orange Shine, you have LA Showroom, and you have Fashion Go. They're all these places are located in the LA Fashion District. So I want to say it's 91 blocks of manufacturers, vendors, wholesalers. So places that everybody loves Fashion over. So some of the people that they buy from, they are like American Bazzi. They sell denim. Vibrant Mew, I believe they also sell denim. Fashion Nova, those are 2 of their vendors that they use. But don't be mistaken, they also have their own manufacturer, so they can redo an outfit within 24 hours of it going mainstream, and you'll never find it because they made it in-house. And in some situations, bigger brands, they buy so much of one style that it's only replicated for them solely, exclusively, and then in some cases they are the first ones to get it, and then it'll trickle down to the other manufacturers, and then they will sell it, and then you can go buy it. But when I say there are a lot, now you figure these are 3 names: Orange Shine, LA Showroom, Fashion Go, that some of these businesses are repeated, but some of the prices are different. This is why I say you have to do your own research and sit down and go store by store to figure out what it is that you want to buy and if it's the quality that you like it to be. Now, in order for you to get in there, like I said, you have to be registered. So when you go through your registrations, Orange Shine was the easiest to get into, honestly. I don't believe I had to show my my business license. I believe I just put my tax ID information in, and I still believe I had to give them a copy of my license because everything has to match. Your license address has to match your business address unless it's a brick and mortar. And then with that, I believe you're still on there as a secondary address, but your name has to be registered to that business, period. I'm not even going to try to go down the line, because if it does not apply, let it fly. Doesn't apply to me. What applies to me was that my online boutique, that address became my residence address. So when I gave them a copy of my license, I gave them a photocopy of my tax ID number. That was enough for them. Now, when you go to LA showroom, you have to have your business license. They do not care about your tax ID number. You have to have your license, and you have to have 2 or 3 invoices. Now, be very clear. It does not have to be from them, off of their platform, but it does have to be a merchant sales invoice stating that you bought X amount of pieces and that they will be sent to your address that is registered to your business, that matches your ID information that you gave them. If it's not 3, well, you will be pending. And when you're pending, you get limited access to the site, because they still want you to be able to buy, but you're not going to be able to have access to, I want to say they have maybe 1,100 vendors. When you go and you get to like the little drop down box when they tell you that you're partially approved, it'll give you, I mean, it's still some good vendors. Now I don't want you to be like, oh my God, don't stress it. They will give you good vendors that you can choose from, and it's color coded. Everything is color coded with them. So you can click on those things, and then you'll see that you can buy from these vendors, and then that will also help you become fully approved on their site, because you're buying from them at that point. So if you had 1 invoice and you still needed another invoice, well, here now you have your requirements, because you don't have to resubmit those things. It's already saved in your account. You just have to, when you get your invoice, you can either you have to print the one that says that the merchandise has shipped. You can't send the if it's a pending transaction. So because they'll say, oh, well, you printed it, but you could have canceled the order. It has to say shipped, paid in full, and then you send it to them, and then they're good to go. Or you can call them. They have their numbers there, and it'll give you, you'll speak to a representative, and then you tell them, everything that's going on. They'll verify, and sometimes you can get it done same day. If not, it takes 2 to 3 business days for everything to process through and you to get access. And then once you get access, it's a green light. You can buy everything from every retail line that you could want to, with the exception of like obviously furniture. But if you want to do skincare, if you want to do hair care, if you want to do makeup, if you want to do women's wear, men's wear, children, accessories, various accessories. Somebody had pet clothes. If that's what you're into, then great. You can get it there. But it's sensory overload. I promise you. You need to take a day to just go down the line and look at every vendor in the target market that you are going for. If it's going to be women's clothing, figure out the age range. And then once you've seen all of those, you can then click in and see, what they have. Now we're going to Fashion Go. Fashion Go is a little different. in the sense that you still need to have your ID. You need to have your business license. You can't do the or wholesaler's license, a reseller permit, whichever it is for your state. And if you watch the other video, my first video about this, then you know what I said about a reseller's permit, a business license, wholesaler's permit. Interchangeable, but they are different depending on your state, but they do the same thing. They grant you access as a legitimate business to purchase, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to purchase for your e-boutique or your brick and mortar store. Okay, so when you go to Fashion Go will tell you if you are a brand new business within 6 months of being open and you don't have any invoices because you just got up and running. You can let them know that, and they will still grant you access to their site, but you still have to, everything else about your business has to be legit. You have to have your business license or your wholesaler's permit or your reseller's permit. If you don't, there's no negotiating that. You can't use somebody else's. Sis, go get your own. Like, let's just do that. Or bro, whatever, get it done. Lorna's Closet told you to do it. So once you're granted access, again, you need to take the time to look at all of these sites. And they break them down. Again, men's, women's, children's, accessories, shoes, handbags, glasses, face masks, whatever. It's there. So it's really, I don't understand why, you know, people feel that they have to charge an exorbitant amount of money for something that is actually free. Because if you go to Fashion District, I think it's fashiondistrict.com or maybe lafashiondistrict.org, that's the hub site, and it tells you where, like, all of the stores that are there. And you know, you can go out there if you decide that you want to take a trip, but you can't get into the stores unless you have all of your paperwork. So fun fact, if you do decide to go on a buying trip, you must have all of your documents with you because they need to see it in order for you to get in and, you know, go around and actually purchase things. But same deal if you're online. Now, if you are tech savvy and, you know, you're on all the platforms, if you have WhatsApp, some of the vendors have a WhatsApp number, and you can communicate with them in real time. I mean, obviously, if we're on a different coast, then you gotta wait, but you get the point. I have sent text messages to boutiques that, or manufacturers, vendors, wholesalers that are not listed on the directory, or they may not have a lot of items on the different platform sites, but because they upload garments so frequently, they'll send you direct pictures. Say, hey, you know, just checking to see if you have anything in new. I have one vendor who will literally send me 60 photos as soon as I ask that question. And you're like, wait a minute, you're taking up all the memory of my phone. And this is new merchandise every week. So on LA Showroom, I believe they just give you the numbers of the store. Then you can, you know, email them. But I know Fashion Go, they will give you the WhatsApp information. They give you the location of the store, even if it's in another state or if it's in another country. Because, again, think about this. A lot of things, they are outsourced and they are shipped to LA and shipped to wherever you are. So keep that in mind. If you, see, it kicks in. This is why I have a list. I was going to think of something that was a little too advanced to even go down the line to try to start talking about. Okay. this is important. When you start to research your pieces, right? Please read the description. I mean, this is a cotton shirt. Is it not? It is a tank top. Is it not? Sometimes you will see that this shirt, you know, no makeup, messy hair, just chilling, will be in the photo. But you might read the description and it says 2-piece trouser set. What? No. Not right. And then some people don't read that and they order it and then they get that 2-piece trouser set and they are pissed. Well, reading is fundamental at that point, because it's going to be hard for you to, you know, dispute things if you don't read their return policies. And if it's their fault, they will gladly, you know, refund you or give you a credit. You just have to do things in a timely manner. You can't wait like 2 months after the fact because you never opened the box. And if you are a boutique that plans to just never inspect anything, you're just going to send it because you trust the business that you're doing business with. No, don't do that. Please don't, because you will find that when you send them a small and they have received an extra large that was in a small package, now see, here you look janky. We don't want to do janky, okay? When you get your stuff, inspect it immediately. And because we're on a time difference, if I get a shipment, and I have gotten shipments, and pieces are missing, or something's just not right about it, I will call them. Hey girl, hey. And at this point, they know me because I like brand loyalty. My list is curated, you know, from the things that I like. I don't really go off of what other people like or what other trends everybody's following. I like to do my own thing. But I also am a private labeler. So my garments I call my team and figure out what the hell happened. Because they saw it first. And they're supposed to advocate for me because I'm paying them to do that. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But you have to make sure that the pieces that you are spending your money on are the pieces that you're actually getting. And sometimes you're going to have a hard time getting in contact with people. Okay, well, you know, do not give up, because again, you've paid, and you're not, these pieces are not cheap. So again, you're spending hundreds of dollars because you also have to pay shipping and handling, like little things that you have to think about for it to be wrong or it to be damaged. Really? If that's what you're into, you're not going to have a lot of customers. I can tell you that. Your reviews are going to be trash because you're not taking care. Like, you're not taking into consideration the quality of the garment that you're selling, especially if your business name is attached to it. So you know you wouldn't wear it, or I hope you wouldn't wear it. Maybe you will wear it. Then that's a different conversation and kind of just forget everything I said. But if you are a person who cares about the quality of the garments that you are getting ready to put out and have people see, and maybe have an influencer want to wear your stuff to help you and to help them, please inspect your shit. What the fuck? Like, that's, whatever. Doesn't even matter. But you know what I'm getting at. So understand that you need to learn that a manufacturer, they have, their prices are going to be lower because they make the garments. Manufacturers can produce any and everything, and they can sell it at a lower cost because they make it, and they know they're going to get their money back because they're selling it to other people, and they can change that price. And especially because some people buy in their quantities are so massive that even though they're getting they're selling it lower, they can still make a profit off of it because it's exclusivity with whatever brand is going to, you know, do it. Like if Nordstrom's or, you know, Macy's, because these, trust me, you're gonna see a lot of things from these vendors. My light said no. Okay. Technical difficulty. It's actually okay. The video, we can still roll with it. I'm not gonna, whatever. Oh, let there be light. It came back on. You'll see some of these pieces in these stores, okay? So don't feel like, oh, nobody even knows whatever. They changed the labels and private labeling. So if the quality of it is good and you know it can be sold somewhere else, by all means, you are, you know, you're on track. If it's not, we're having trouble with the light again. Boy, oh boy, technology. That's a hell of a transition. It's because it's on a battery pack and the battery is at 1 bar. So it's going to keep doing that. But whatever. If you are selling the same merchandise that a big brand is selling and, you know, your brand is behind it, and it doesn't matter. We all sell the same stuff, okay? We just change things out. We package it differently. We merchandise it differently. We stand behind it. We're confident about it. And people are going to buy it because your customer service is on par. You know, you care about how you're putting your product out there. So don't worry about somebody saying, oh, well, I can go get it from somewhere else. Okay, bye. Peace. Deuces. You're not my customer anyway. Your people will be loyal to you, period. As long as you follow everything that I've already talked to you about, then you have no worries. But we're going to go on because I talked about everything here. Oh, no. The light got me mixed up. Understand the packaging. Duh. 222. I guess we're this light. Okay. And I know I'm definitely going to be in with this. 222 or 321 are how the packs come. 2 medium, 2 large, 2 small, 3 smalls, 2 mediums, 1 large, or 1 1 1 1 1. One of each. When you see whatever you're looking for, you'll see how it's packaged together, and you now need to figure out how you're going to, like, what your sizes are going to be. If you're selling plus size, you need to really consider doing the reading the size chart on that stuff, because sometimes the sizes are off. If it's extra small, you might get 1 extra small. So be cognizant of that. And I can actually touch on that when I go into the last of this series. And so I can charge this so we can have light through the rest of the video. All right, so like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Peace. Go get ready for the next video.